We are headed to the airport, heading out on a recruiting trip to the East Coast. If I get within a couple hours of Philadelphia, I always try to get home and see my family, see my mom, before I have to get out and get back to work. So it's always fun. So, when we were driving in, just thought about, those days of early morning, walking to practice. Chester is unique from the standpoint of, there's so many great things that are here, as well as so many not so good things. But combine the two, they build character and strength.
Well, when John was coming up, Chester was really drug infested. And playing basketball was like one of the ways out of the so-called, as they say, ghetto.
I've seen a lot. This kind of place makes you grow up a little faster than normal. I grew up in the projects. I've seen, someone get killed. I've seen someone get shot right next to me. It's a blessing that I'm even here today because it was that close.
But it was always the basketball courts that the kids could go to and to be able to get away from all the madness.
If you come from a city like Chester, sports is your only way out. I didn't want to do drugs. I didn't want to do the other things that a lot of my friends and family members, kind of took that route. That wasn't in my future at all. I don't think I've driven through here in probably 20, 30 years probably. But it was like right in the middle of the whole project was a big field. And the best basketball in Chester was played here. Some legends used to come right here and play. Wilt Chamberlain, Connie Hawkins, all the big names would come here and play because Chester's a big basketball town. Bit of history, basketball history, right. Honestly, I never felt like I had a rough childhood though. I thought it was normal, but basketball gave me an outlet. It gave me something to strive for.
And he stuck to his craft, worked hard at it, was a gym rat, was in the gym constantly, each and every day, always wanted to be in the gym and just work on his art. So that was a way for him to get out of here, and that's what he did.
When I was coming out of high school, I didn't have many or a lot of high-level scholarship opportunities to go to college and play basketball. So I signed a letter of intent to go to Howard University.
Left that morning, he was all packed. We said our little goodbyes.
I know he didn't want to really go because John, he played with Kobe, he played against the best guards in the country. He did his thing on all of those players. They knew who he was. He felt some kind of way that he was going to have to go to Howard University.
Now, I wasn't as excited about this step as I should have been, so we set out in the parking lot, missed the 10 o'clock train, then the 11 o'clock train, then the 12 o'clock train. Then my dad said, look,
life is what you make it. So, it's up to you. If this is not something that you want to do, I'm behind you 100%. Don't worry about anybody else. It's right now, it's what John wants. If you want to go to Howard, then you get out the car, he's gonna walk you to there and, you get on that train and go to Howard. But if you don't, this is the time to say it.
I kind of felt that in my stomach, in my heart, that it wasn't the right choice. So that's why I took that, leap of faith and decided to bet on myself. When I came back in the house, my mother was beet red, tears in her eyes, and she stormed up the stairs and looked back and said, "You guys better know what you're doing."
I couldn't see straight. I was just so upset. I'm like, who turns down a scholarship? Time went on, it worked out. He was recruited over and he ended up at Providence College.
But at this train station some 30 years ago, I made a choice that changed my life.
When you look at John, you see a guy that doesn't have the prototype of a regular basketball player. He's just an average-sized guy. So for the underdogs that we have so many here in Chester, to see someone like John who had the skills, had the talent, but not the size, but the heart, to be the icon that he has been in Europe is just fabulous. So it's just a great story all around. I can't say it enough. Super proud of him and what he represents to us here.
All comes back to Chester.
Back to Chester, man.
Yeah.
You know, remember the old sign that they used to have on the east side?
What Chester makes
Makes
Chester.
Chester. What Chester makes Chester.
That's a classic that will never die.
Never die.
Yeah, well, you got a lot to share, man. For you to have been able to push through those barriers and not let none of them things get in your way. And you are a testament, bro, like, to the possibilities, man.
So what we have here, this is Chester High School homecoming. This is a big event. See my family, friends, and just, touch my city again. So I love it. I love it.
You can see what John means to a lot of people. Everyone he saw wanted to hug him, shake his hand, rub his head or whatever. They're just so proud of him.
When I was 17, I never thought I would be a coach, let alone at BYU. I mean, this is an unbelievable opportunity, but I try to just live and lead with a good heart. Always be mindful of people that are behind me, my mother, my father, my brother, my sisters, my family, my city. I represent them all on my chest. There are a lot of people that sacrificed and paved the way to help me be where I am today.